Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to JonahPlayss. Today, I decided to come back into the YouTube game strong with a Smash Bros. Reaction to another terrible Smash Bros. Video. And it's only terrible, and you'll understand because I watched it about a few minutes ago. I'm sorry if I'm looking down. I'm setting up something real quick for after. But basically, you'll understand real quick what I mean. It's not good. Let's go.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is finally here, so we decided to try every single character on the roster out. In doing so, we not only found some characters we'd recommend, but plenty of characters you should avoid as well. With a roster as big as this one, it could be hard to find the right character for you, so let's help you with that. When we were first introduced to Marth in Super Smash Bros. Melee,
So basically this video is going to be 10 characters who are good and 10 characters that are bad. I think they're going to start with like the top 10 that are good or the top 10 that are bad. I'm not sure yet. I do believe that they're going to start with the good because if they consider Marth bad, then I'm clicking off this video immediately and we're all going to have a good day.
we were instantly in love. He's an incredibly popular character in the
so
Super
yeah,
Smash
it's the top
Bros.
10
series,
best
being
first.
used by pro players like Zero, despite being one of the lesser-known characters
Zero.
debuted in the original Fire Emblem game in Japan. In Ultimate, it's the same story. Marth is still among the best.
I still play Marth, by the way. I play Marth in Melee, and I play Marth in Ultimate, but my main at the moment is Simon, and my new co-main, which most people are like, what co-main? What the heck? Is Jigglypuff. Basically, a co-main is where you're maining two people at once, and it's not technically considered a secondary. So I co-main Puff and Simon Belmont.
Best of the best. He has very long range and is good with spacing due to the tipper on his sword, which does more damage with the tip than with the hilt. He also has a counter and some quick special moves, making him an all-around beast. Inkling from Splatoon may be new to the game in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but as Nakat shows us, she's already made one heck of an impact.
I mean,
Inklings are known for their ink blasters and the ability to turn into squid, and we see this in the game. Inked opponents will take more damage, so you just have to make sure your ink blaster is fully charged at all times to deal some massive damage. Inked opponents also look absolutely hilarious, but that's not the point. When combined with her powerful throws and her ability to recover from incredible distances, Inkling is easily one of the best characters in the game. Esam's favorite character, Pichu,
so this one is true.
Electric Yellow Mouse from the Pokemon series, has always been among the best.
I saw it in the corner too.
A broken website isn't always that obvious. Use the SEM Rush.
No thanks. Sorry, it's been doing this. Okay. We good?
In each of the Super Smash Bros. Games. In fact, he's ranked as the best character in the original. What makes him so good in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate are the same things that make him so good in the other games. Pichu is very fast, with good neutral and combo game, as well as excellent recovery. You might have trouble surviving for a long time with Pichu, but he'll weaken opponents enough for you to hit them with a side smash for an easy KO. Cloud from Final Fantasy VII is the character we never thought we'd see in Super Smash Bros., but here he is, back for more in Ultimate.
Strong, but he's not as good in Ultimate,
Cloud is
especially
one of
with
the
the
best
recent.
characters
But with the recent buff,
his
good.
Buster Sword has crazy reach and one of the most disjointed hitboxes you'll ever see, meaning it could hit players without even looking like they're being touched on screen. He's even capable of hitting many combos and has a solid air game. To top it all off, he
has a solid air game, he says, as his final smash is being used.
Easy to master, so if you haven't given him a shot yet, you really should. We promise you won't regret it.
I've thought about it.
Now that the Zelda from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is from A Link to the Past, Zelda and Sheik are from two separate Legend of Zelda games and have remained separate characters in Ultimate. Sheik has typically always been a solid option in Super Smash Bros., especially if you play like Clash tournaments, because she's very fast with powerful smash attacks. She also has a great neutral and combo game, as well as some strong throws. Sheik's low KO
that better not have been a tournament right there, because if that's a stage morph during a tournament, that is awful.
Potential is the only thing holding her back from being the best character in the entire game. But if fast and combo heavy characters are your thing, look no further than Sheik.
So you're super combo heavy until you hit 27% because you are playing Sheik, you have to remember.
Roy made his
shout out to St. Pepsi
Smash debut in Melee along with Marth and has been living in his shadow ever since. Well, kind of. While most of us can't play with Roy like we're Zero, there is no denying that the character has found his niche in Ultimate. Being aggressive with Roy is the best.
I have my troubles with Roy. My good friend, shout out to him, Rocky Taco / Angel, you know, whatever. He His main is Roy, but he does play a lot of other characters besides Roy. He only plays Roy if it's me and him one-on-one because he has to go out. He has to go all out to beat me, which he usually doesn't. It just depends. But he uses Roy, and when he played Roy, he was very good, but I beat his Roy pretty fast with training. With enough training and dedication, I actually did beat him like really fast. It didn't take long at all. Like a week, I think. Not even like 2 days of training. 3 days of, 3 days of training, 2 days of just watching Roy videos to see how they trained, plus 2 extra days of training like a Roy using my character, and I got him, basically using his own tactics. But there is one Roy that I've yet to beat, but I will, and that is Time Zone 4, but we'll see about that on the 29th of this month.
Best strategy since his attacks are more powerful near the hilt of his blade. Sure, this means his high damage attacks have less range than Marth's, but as long as you stay aggressive, it could work out for you. His attacks are slower than Marth's, and his counter is harder to time, but Roy is so good in the air that it doesn't really matter.
He is hard, though, to be honest.
We wanted Castlevania characters in Super Smash Bros., and we finally got it with the introduction of Simon Belmont. It's good for an old-school Nintendo character to be added to the game along.
Yes! You don't get praise like, okay, this might be the best list. I don't know. I've been told this is bad, but for the fact that now I think this might be really good.
Along with all his famous weapons and items. As Rodriguez Jr. Gaming shows, Simon is a handful. While there is a lot of startup lag in his moves, there's no denying that Simon has the best range in the game. His whip can almost hit players on the other side of the battlefield.
Darn right.
His down special is also great, as it allows you to stun enemies with fire so you can hit them with a powerful smash. Try him out now. Shulk.
I have for about a year, and I'm very good with him. I'm one of the best around the area. I wish I'm not, but I'm getting there. I just need more tournament results, and I'll actually be considered technically. But
great choice in Super Smash Bros. 4, but as Soul Reed shows, he got a big buff in Ultimate. He still has a steep learning curve due to all the different Monado arts you could use, but once you get a good understanding of them, he is a monster. He's still quite slow, but you could use speed to increase it if need be. Luckily, with his sword, you'll be able to use spacing to get the jump on your opponents. Shulk isn't a character you could just pick up and play with, though. You'll need to spend a lot of time with him, but we promise it'll be so worth it in the end. When we were first introduced to Diddy Kong in Brawl, we didn't really expect much.
Diddy Kong is terrible in Ultimate.
But
what are you talking about?
He's been such a good character, it caught us by surprise. He's been one of the best Smash characters since Brawl.
Wrong!
While he
was okay in Brawl, he was god tier in Smash 4 towards the end, but now he's
Zero's favorite character. Diddy Kong is used by Raw Foe in this clip, where he shows why he's been ranked in the top 4 of both Brawl and SSB4. Diddy Kong's small size, power, and use of weaponry are his strengths. He has plenty of KO, and he uses Peanut Pop Gun to edge guard.
There's an ad. It stopped. It's like, no, you're gonna watch the ad.
We expect him.
Whatever.
It's only a family vacation if all the family is together.
That's true, bro.
To be in the top 10 in Ultimate.
That's true.
Once the first official tier list has been tournaments.
He just played with items on. Shame on you.
Oh, Bayonetta, you were the most OP character in Smash 4 with
that is half true. You have not seen Cloud in doubles.
With that dreaded Witch Time move that pros actually wanted to ban you from tournaments.
That's true. Well, we banned Cloud from tournaments, but that was only in doubles and for a limited time.
While you're not as powerful in Ultimate,
no, you're bad.
You're still a very good option. Beard Bear shows us Bayonetta in action, and she is still absolutely.
He just got his butt
ridiculous. You could.
You're using items. You're not ridiculous. You're. I understand why this is a bad list now.
Still abuse combos and get some incredible aerial attacks together. It's just not as easy. There's a bit more startup lag in her ground attacks than there used to be, but if it's all for the sake of balance, we're fine with it.
Items, bro.
Even if you aren't a fan of the Bayonetta games, we recommend trying her out in Ultimate. She's as solid as they come. Mario might be one of the OG Super Smash Bros. Characters, but as Raw Foe shows, that doesn't mean he's any good. In fact, you'll soon find out that a lot of the original characters aren't very good.
You're starting out the terrible list with Mario? Are you kidding? And then you're gonna have it be a CPU you're fighting against with items on? I know this is World of Light, so the items are on anyway, but that's awful to start your list. How dare you?
Other than Pikachu, that is. Now, Mario is rarely ever a bad option. He's just never been a good one.
Shut up,
I will say
you.
he's been consistently mediocre in Smash. He was surprisingly powerful in Smash
angry at
4,
this
but in
guy.
Ultimate, Mario handles more like his Brawl version. He's very...
Whoa. Chill. His Brawl version was okay. I mean, granted, I play Ganondorf in Brawl. He was like the worst character, but I was still so good with him.
We feel for that black camper because Mario's brother Luigi doesn't fare much better in Ultimate. He's
Make fun of all the originals. Let's go, baby. Let's see Jigglypuff next.
always lived in his brother's shadow, and the trend continues in SSP.
Luigi Mansion 3 was one of the most popular Switch games for a long time that came out besides Ultimate and the upcoming Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing New Horizons. So don't live in shadow me. This isn't 2018.
An even worse option because he's just really awkward to use. It's been that way
Tell
since
that
the
to-
first Super
what's
Smash
his
Bros.
name?
On the Nintendo 64. The
Elegant.
only move Luigi has that's strong isn't his incredibly powerful kick taunt, as much as we love knocking people off the edge with it. It's
But
his
that
green
is
missile
true.
side special move. Well, even his up special can do some...
His up special.
What's going on? I'm zoned out, Marcus.
I'm Sunny D. Vegan Ariel.
I'm Captain Wong, and I'm from South Dakota.
What's up, guys? Later
serious
though.
damage if you hit it perfectly, but overall, having two decent moves just isn't gonna cut it. Kirby is a character that brings a tear to every Super Smash Bros. Fan's eye, including
Why?
Rockenberg Limited. Kirby was an absolute beast in the original
true.
game who could give Pikachu a run for his money.
That's
and they
also
fiddled
true.
around with the weight of characters from Melee onwards, and he's never been the same since.
He's
Even
been
in
good,
Ultimate,
just
Kirby
not
still has
great.
no power, combo ability, or speed. He has an okay aerial game with a good recovery, but you don't want to be in the air too long with Kirby because he's also incredibly lightweight and can be sent flying without being at a high percentage. We didn't expect much from him in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and we were still disappointed. She's a
Golly.
Pokemon that looks like Kirby.
I called it. They're going to. That's upsetting to hear. I need to hear what they have to say.
But she's not Kirby. It's Jigglypuff. Like most lightweight
They skipped it. That was meant to be an awesome rest scene, but they skipped it. Shame on you.
puffball characters, Jigglypuff was very strong in the original Super Smash Bros., but became terrible with the weight changes in later games.
What are you talking about? Hungry Box is the best melee player in the world. Smash Bros. Melee, and his main is his main is Jigglypuff.
Hasn't given up on the character just yet,
No.
even though he should. Her powerful
What? Whoa!
given up on the character just yet. Even was very strong in the original
What did he
Super
say?
Smash Bros., but became terrible with the weight changes in later games. Burgers hasn't given
Oh,
up on the character
Burgers.
just yet, even though he should. Her powerful rest move can
An
obliterate
ultimate
foes
short,
if
I
timed
don't-
properly, and Sing can give you an easy KO. But
True.
these moves are incredibly difficult to master.
No, they're not.
Jigglypuff's
Well,
moves
they are,
also
but-
have no reach at all. So we definitely didn't enjoy our time with the character.
Oh, that's right. I was about to say, what the? I forgot. When you shield break Jigglypuff, it just dies.
Sure, that's for sure.
Doesn't
We
matter.
wished for a buff in Ultimate, but we just didn't get one. The Ice Climbers are an
It's almost like you wanted Jigglypuff.
interesting duo that have seen
I'm so sorry.
the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. In Melee and Brawl,
What is
they were some of the
that?
best characters in the game because it was so easy to cheese
The hidden
opponents
level!
rolling and
Okay, I give them credit. I almost want to like the video. I actually will like the video for that one. I almost liked it for Simon, but I was like, because I feel like they're going to talk crap about a lot of good characters, that, whatever. But then they show the secret level, and I was like, ooh, okay, that's going to give a like.
zero to death chain grabs. But in Super Smash Bros. 4 and Ultimate,
Added
simply
3,
not very
2,
good. Raw folk
1. What's the added day?
You haven't seen the sun in forever, so you search for a beach vacation. Sunny beaches, sandy beaches, big beaches, small beaches, until you're lost.
All of the beaches.
put the Ice Climbers in action against Pichu, and the little electric
I
mouse
love
gave
Peach.
them a run for their money. An honorable mention to Pichu, who's actually pretty good. Anyway, while the Ice Climbers have some decent special moves, they lack reach, and once their partner is gone, a single Ice Climber is pretty much useless.
Wrong.
While Little Mac is
Okay, no, this one's correct.
very fun to use, he should stick to boxing, because once players can use other things than just their fists, he doesn't do too well. VG Bootcamp shows us the character in battle, and while they're good with him, Little Mac isn't a very good option. If you want to do some damage with Little Mac, you have to use him like he's Incineroar. Dominate the ground game and try to stay grounded. The second you get into the air, you're done for, because
Sure.
Little Mac has essentially no defense to airborne attacks other than the air dodge. His lack of aerial game and his poor recovery make him a terrible choice
Correct.
in Ultimate. Pac-Man is one of the most legendary video game characters of all time. Sadly, the Namco superstar just doesn't have the fighting spirit in him.
Tell that to SFC.
As Bay's X shows in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Pac-Man's got one heck of a strong combo game, but that's about it. Seriously, he has no other strengths. He's bad in the air, has bad reach, and has bad recovery. We used bad
wrong, and wrong.
3 times in that sentence, which means that he must be pretty bad. In fact, he's so bad that some of his attacks can even be turned against him rather easily. If you don't...
Anybody can use anyone's attacks against them. Have you never heard of Reflect or Mario's Cape? Like, literally.
Nail your combos, you won't...
You put Simon Belmont, and the Belmonts, I'll say, on the good list. And I hate to talk trash about my own character. But he is literally the most taken advantage of character I can think of in the game, besides maybe, I don't know, you know. I don't know, that's not the point, but he is so easily taken advantage of, it's ridiculous. Pac-Man does not.
Any success with Pac-Man. Duck Hunt is another classic character in the famous duo consisting of a hunting dog and a dog, playable characters in Ultimate once again.
Now they're just being mean.
Just like Eve Smash, we have so much fun playing with these guys, and they're great for the casual player, but they just don't get the job done. Sure, they have a good air game, and their projectiles make them
one more ad, ladies and gentlemen. One more ad. One more ad.
Getting stuck.
Greatest ad so far.
Inconsistent. This was an issue in Smash 4, and it's the same in Ultimate. If they had a better neutral game and stronger smashes, they'd be a force to be reckoned with. But sadly, that is not the case. Robin is easily one of the most
oh, you're really gonna talk crap about Robin?
Interesting characters in the game. If
I don't like him, but don't
ever played any of the Fire Emblem games, your equipment can only be used a certain amount of times before it breaks. We see this with Robin's equipment in Ultimate as well. He has tomes to cast spells and has a Levin sword, but both of these could break after repeated use and will recharge over time. As Aiden Briggs shows us, this can really mess up a fight. You can be nailing a combo, but then your sword breaks. Not fun at all. Robin is very strong offensively, but just as weak defensively, leaving him weak against fast characters. Oh, there's no...
Yep, we all knew this was gone.
Other way to say it. Bowser Jr. is just pure garbage. It doesn't matter how good you are as a player, you can't perform strongly when using this annoying little guy. There are slow characters, and then there are insanely slow characters, and Bowser Jr. is the latter. Even Bay's X is struggling to get used to the lack of speed. Bowser Jr. may have powerful moves, but they're very predictable and have such tremendous startup lag that you'll barely hit anyone. If you want to be successful with Bowser Jr., you have to take advantage of his aerial game. But we have an even better suggestion. Just don't use the character in the first place. Those were some of the best and worst characters in Super Smash.
Come on. Okay, so my only beef with... I have quite a bit of beef with this list. Jigglypuff is okay. I mean, sure, very easily taken advantage of, and whatever you want to say, but she's like still a good character. Little Mac, yeah, that deserves... I'm going to be really just nitpicking the bad characters, not the good ones. Who else was on the bad list? Duck Hunt? No, Duck Hunt, no. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just, you know, you don't see a lot of competitive play with Duck Hunt. Pac-Man, that one did not deserve to be on the bad list. Pac-Man was great. Mario's 50-50. I'm not going to say it didn't deserve to be on the bad list, but I don't think it deserved to be as high on the bad list or low. I don't know what you would really call that. I mean, I guess, you know, I don't know. Luigi should not have been, though. Luigi, if you can get Luigi into the good hands of a decent player, oh my God, it's over for you instantly, just like that. But yeah. So. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Shout out to the first person to watch the video, comments, likes, all that are super appreciated, and liked all that good stuff. Sorry. No. I'm subscribed to them. I didn't know that. But yeah. So thank you guys. Leave a rating, share in your social medias and Discords, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night and good. Bye.